All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Abstraction Cup tournament. We're going to have one of the first few matchups for today. And what I'd say is a pretty interesting matchup. Team VIC-TEAM and Team Where's the Lights, seeded 9 and 56 respectively. We're going to have GGEEXX1 and Pin going up against Sky and Babil. Now, I am NamelessFanatic, and I am happy to be joined by Burgerdog and Aero. How are you guys doing?
Hi guys, my name is Burgerdog. I'm doing pretty well today, you know. Me and Nameless just had a match earlier, went pretty well. But yeah, seeing as this is a seed 9 versus seed 56, many of us can pretty much anticipate what the end goal is going to be. But just in case, we should keep out a dying hope, just in case that they are maybe either a smurf or they pull through and get that skill boost in the middle of a multi.
Yeah, hello. I am Hero. This is going to be my third time commentating for this tournament. In total, yeah, interesting match here. Both GGEX and Pin known to be one of two of the most elite players of South Korea, in my opinion. And the other team, Sky and Babil. I remember seeing Sky from 4DM like 2 years ago, and I remember seeing Babil play for the French team. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, I'd say we have some, pretty seasoned, players, pretty familiar with the tournament experience in VIC-TEAM, whereas, Where's the Lights proceeded pretty low. So I'm just really interested, and I'm gonna have some hope out there that maybe Where's the Lights can actually make it happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Seeing if that Where's the Lights can just pull above a team that's seeded 9 is something that's not to be scoffed at, definitely. That would be one of the most impressive things I've seen today, or even this entire round of 64. And we do see that the first protect for Where's the Lights is going to be RC4. The first protect for VIC-TEAM is going to be LN3. VIC-TEAM's first ban is going to be Rice1. And then now we're waiting for Where's the Lights' first ban.
All right, and now Sky is going to be, what's it? Banning RC6. So no more wildcard tech pick. This is, I'd say, one of the more popular bans, as RC6 is known for its really staggered patterning.
Yeah, kind of surprising ban from Red Team. I'm pretty sure they would have went with a ban like maybe hybrid. I mean LN2. I mean 3. But they did protect that. Which I think that is kind of a risky protect for them, as I know Gex is a really well-rounded race player overall, and kind of interesting to see that they would ban jump pick. For the other team, they're going to be banning that Rice 6, which is kind of understandable because some tricky patterning going on in that map the whole time. So
yeah, if you were the lower seeded team, you would probably want to ban the more physical maps, rely on accuracy more, and I can definitely see where their ban is coming from.
Yeah,
definitely.
Who gets the first pick again?
All right, so Sky is gonna have the first pick, RC3.
I love that map.
We have another Rice 3 pick here. I think this is probably the most popular pick this whole tournament, or the most popular pick for this whole entire round.
Definitely.
I think
this map is decently conventional in a way, but also with some staggering mini jacks and streams that Shoegazer decides to put around, and also the fact that it's upgraded means that it's a little faster than usual. And honestly, sometimes upgraded maps just don't feel as comfortable as when they're in their base rate, or if it was just a higher BPM. So seeing how these players might be able to get that ratio on such a staggering map is going to be interesting.
Oh, and we're gonna start off. We see that Babil is actually going to be playing with the flashlight mod. I can't tell if they're just already. I can't tell if they already know their fate. But we do see the stream is having some
I think
trouble.
I think they are a flashlight main.
So
So only one person's playing.
Okay,
Alright,
I think we're gonna have to do a panic button. This is like the second time this has happened already.
Beep.
Oh.
It's whatever.
What the?
Alright, both players now load into the map.
Alright,
So far, Pin having the accuracy lead by a large margin, as they're going to be holding that 99.85 to begin things with, and Babil going to have the lower accuracy for now, as they're just sitting at the 99.5 range.
Yeah, we do see that, Pin is going to be able to hold a, 3,000 score lead for the most part. And Babil is... Flashlight is not flashlighting.
I think you can just do that whenever you're spectating.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
So now we can actually see what their judgments are. But yeah, seeing as the match has already begun and we're decently close to getting to halfway, we have a 99.87 versus a 99.59. The accuracy is not even that far off, especially for this different discrepancy in seeds and the fact that one's a flashlight and one's not flashlight. But there is almost a 5,000 score difference, which may not be the easiest thing to come back from.
Yeah, especially from an accuracy perspective. When it comes to just sheer ratio and, consistency of performance, even the slightest lead can, determine whether you win this point or not.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact that the score lead is just kind of increasing bit by bit, it's still sitting near 5,000 points, but
we have a drop of Pin.
It's kind of missed though. It could switch to the other side in a moment.
Wow, so we do see that Pin is... Yeah, so Pin is going to have to rely on just sheer accuracy if they ever want to make a comeback, or just hope that Babil is going to be able to break that combo. But for now, Babil is actually going to be holding the lead by about a little bit over 1,000 points.
Oh man, that was a tragic drop from Pin, but the score lead is still flickering. Pin is going to have to get the most amount of 300 Gs that they can if they want to secure this point for their team. But the score lead is flickering. We don't even know who has the point right now, but the score lead is so close. What is happening?
Oh my god, wait, 2 digits? 1 digits? 1 digit?
This point?
1 digit score difference. What is that?
No.
Wait, this is actually going to be very close.
Oh no, this is going to come down.
For the last 10 seconds into the map, we do see that Pin is actually going to be...
Oh my god, Pin is getting the ratio.
Just sheer accuracy. But Bill,
the trap!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh
okay,
my god!
just the first map, and we have VIC-TEAM getting the first match point, bringing the score 1-0 respectively.
What a way to kick off the match here, as Pin does find a tragic miss, but Babil finding a miss at the end, going to give that point away to the red team. That was a tragic choke, but VIC-TEAM now going to bring out that hybrid one.
Hybrid one is, all the hybrid picks in this map pool are pretty techy, but don't worry, can include some very, abrupt bursts that can definitely throw you off if you're not on your guard. So these players, got to look out for that.
Yes, definitely. Pin has definitely been seen just in that map itself to be good at technical patterns. I don't entirely know about LN ratio with tech, but seeing as their rise patterns with technical are pretty good, I would assume that their LN is decent, as if not really good. We haven't seen Sky play yet, so maybe they'll be able to surprise us.
So yes, we do have a new matchup. Pin is going to actually stay for representing for VIC-TEAM, whereas Babil is going to let Sky step in the lobby.
Yeah, no swap from Team Blue, no swaps from Team Red just yet. I think Pin will be playing this map for GX, and it seems like the accuracies are kind of neck and neck right now, but it seems like Pin is going to have that accuracy lead so far as we get into the map.
That's right. Sky holding a marginally lower. Oh, never mind. Kind of a lot lower accuracy compared to Pin. However, the score lead appears to be very small, not even in the 4 digits. It just really depends on who can hold out their consistency for the longest, and especially when this LN part comes in, seeing how that may change up things.
Definitely. These patterns are pretty extensive on the stream portion, and these LNs are not that good for ratio. They are not forgiving in the releases. But we do see that Pin is able to keep their 99.84, and Sky is dropping a little bit, but not too much. Maybe even gaining a little bit. But the score difference is still decently climbing. It's definitely climbing. We're going into the 3,000 score difference here.
Yeah, we do see that Pin was actually able to hold out their accuracy pretty well with that LN drop. Now coming into another one where Sky dropped a little bit from the LNs. However, it's not over yet, as we're still nearing a little bit over half of the match.
Yeah, Sky having the lower accuracy as we get into the middle part of the map. It seems like Pin is just going to stay at that 99.8 for the most part as the map continues. Sky dropping that accuracy, but not going to do much as they're still holding that combo there. But it does kind of depend on accuracy if they're just both FDing this map. But yeah,
Definitely.
as we get into the next drop, as the map continues, both players will still be FCing this.
Absolutely. And we do see the fact that Pin does have a higher accuracy still than Sky. Actually, the score difference has almost doubled since the last time I mentioned it, with almost an 8.5k score difference. But there is still a 1/3 of the map left, and Pin has been seen to have a little bit of a choke near some ends. So if they get that miss, Sky might have the opportunity to just rise above and get that win.
That's right. Pin still holding that 99.8 range, whereas Sky has been, going up and down with their accuracy, and that's only going to hurt their score. Now getting into a 10,000 score disadvantage here.
I think Pin is going to get like a 9.9 on this pick, because that act is insane. I think they're holding in a V1SS right now, but
yeah, that's pretty scary.
That is definitely something scary to go up against, especially if you're in Sky's position right now. And the score difference gone up to 15,000 already.
Yeah, very tough situation for Sky, as the second point will be going to the VIC-TEAM.
Yeah, so almost a 20,000 score difference from just sheer accuracy, whereas, both players FC'd. However, that is going to bring another point to VIC-TEAM with, Where's the Lights still remaining at 0.
I don't think we're going to see a sweep here, honestly. I think that there's a possibility that the Where's the Lights might be able to get 1 or 2 points. But seeing how this is going so far, VIC-TEAM might have the win with their just outstanding ratio and outstanding accuracy and consistency throughout the match.
Yeah, seeing a V1SS on this kind of pick is definitely very intimidating. I just feel like Where's the Lights are just in a position where, I think we're kind of screwed.
Yeah, that's a really close point from... Actually, no. That's not what I meant to say. I mean, that's a crazy score from Pin there, as I was kind of right about my predictions. 9-4 and V1SS. Kind of not the expected ratio, but it's still an SS. I mean, nothing to scoff about from that performance from Pin. But yeah,
and
it is going to be...
Sky is going to pick RC4. It's going to be a pretty short map, if I recall correctly.
Yeah,
this map is very good.
Though it is not the shortest of the pool, so they still have more options here.
That's true. Yeah, the Flashbulb Friends of the Coils, it's a pretty jazzy song, you could say, and there's a lot of technical dump in this, especially with using trills and streams intricated within each other. It's decently hard to act and keep that consistency throughout it, because the patterns might give you a little jolt if you're not ready for them.
That's right. And I guess with the dynamic of these players, I feel like, Warriors Alliance are going to be favoring the Rice picks more because seeing as what happened with, Sky's accuracy in the hybrid pick during the LN sections, we do see a noticeable drop. So I think we might see Team Red, start favoring some of the hybrid and LN picks, whereas, Team Blue, they may go for a Rice. However, both of their bans was used on Rice, and that might come back to bite them.
Yeah, I think that the blue team could be favored in the Rice department, but you never know. Yeah, it may just be that VIC-TEAM is just a team that can literally play anything that this pool has to offer, and it looks like that they are proving that exact point as they do get above a 99.8 on both maps. Besides the misses from the first one. So yeah, it's kind of insane to see that they're just crushing this pool right now.
Absolutely. We do see that Sky is also not just an LN player or a hybrid player. They are able to play Rice comfortably. And we do see them both holding a relatively same accuracy, although it is a beginning of the map. But we do see all these trills and all these little stream parts that can mess up your ratio, especially in a time like this when you're nervous and kind of like, in a way, scared to lose, especially in a position like Sky's where a lot of pressure is on them, as they're already 2-0.
That's right. We do see that the score difference is less than 1,000. And in terms of accuracy, it is only ahead about 0.5 or 0.6. And we just see that the score is very slowly but surely growing in Pin's favor.
Yeah, Pin having that 99.92, going to be having the accuracy lead as we get into almost the third of the map. Sky not too far behind. They're just going to have the lower accuracy by about 0.5, but there could be a chance that VIC-TEAM does choke on this map and that point could go to blue team, which I think that Sky is going to pray that happens, or else they will lose the point and they probably won't have more options. But there is still more options. You never know. They could just win on LN,
Definitely. We do see it's coming up to the calmer parts of the map now. I'm pretty sure there's a little bit of a burst at the end-ish. But honestly, seeing how it is right now, the win is definitely going to go to VIC-TEAM. Oh, there's a little burst. But yeah, that doesn't really hurt VIC-TEAM enough to give Sky the win there. So we do see it going to a 3-0 lead on Vic's side with a 996,000 to a 993,000. Both scores are very impressive. Just one is better than the other.
62.
That's
what? Wow. I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, all I gotta say is that's crazy, man. Like, 62 perfect on a map like this, like, wow.
That is very scary, especially for, as I've said before, especially for someone in Sky and Warriors Alliance position. Seeing your opponent being able to pull that off is not something that you want to see when you're trying to get a win.
Yeah, and we do see the swap out. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. So we do see that Team Red is going to be picking LN1. And I feel like I was right when I mentioned where Red Team realized that, hybrid and LN just might be the more obvious weakness in Team Blue. And it seems that they're going to really use that to their advantage.
Yeah, exactly. And we do see the swap out from Pin. So Gex will be playing this. Kind of interesting how the roles swap. I expected Pin to play all the LNs hybrids and Gex would play the Rice, all the Rice. But it seems like that it's going to be the complete opposite for this match. So I guess we'll be playing
I feel like Team Red is in a position where, both of their players just have, really great versatility and they can back up each other.
Yeah, exactly. And Gex having the lower accuracy start, but it seems like Sky is going to hold that crown of having the lower accuracy.
All right,
But,
starting off
yeah.
into the denser LN section, we do see that, Team Red is going to have that accuracy advantage, actually remaining at a 99.9 so far into this LN, inverse bursts, whereas Sky is going to be dropping to a mid 99, giving Team Red about a 5,000 score advantage.
Yeah, we do see that Sky going to get below 99.5, as Gex will be holding that 99.9. That's actually an insane score for accuracy. That's kind of crazy. I mean, you wouldn't expect someone to get an accuracy like that on this kind of map, since it is coordination, which is objectively one of the hardest LN types of when you're playing in a tournament, especially in an early game setting, because the releases are kind of tough on you on these kind of maps.
Yeah, that's for sure. And we do see that the score lead is going to be growing into the 5 digits, over 10,000. Sky, not to be, Sky is actually should definitely not be scoffed at. It's pretty good, but just in the grand scheme of things, compared to GG's accuracy, it's just a huge difference, to say at the very least.
Yeah, exactly. And as we're getting to the near end of the map, Gex will be still holding that 99.9, dropping the accuracy by 0.01, but it's not going to matter as the map does close out. And VIC-TEAM, unfortunately, at match point, but fortunately, it will be the pick for Team Blue, as they will get the potential last pick for this one. And they're going to have to strategize on what they're going to pick, or else they will lose the match.
Match point.
Yeah, we do see that VIC-TEAM is going to have a crazy ratio for an LN map, a V1 SS. And now that it's Team Blue's pick, it's really up to them now. I feel like they can, they choose their destiny from here.
Yes, definitely. They have the last pick coming into the match point. Honestly, if I were in their position, I would pick the map that I find most fun to play, just so I can have a little bit of fun in case that I don't win. But you could also just try and go and get that bag and go for a map that you think you can win in. It's all up to them, though. Hybrid 2.
Hybrid 2?
Going with insane anime-obsessed boyfriend.
Oh, no.
Oh.
They accidentally picked. They thought it was their pick. Oh.
Very smart
It's
stuff.
okay. But yeah, I think that
I'm gonna guess Rise 5.
Yeah, Rise 5 is definitely one of the picks where, players can easily get a high, really good ratio, where, the margin of error is very small, if not infinitely small. And, seeing that dynamic of this matchup so far, Rise 5 might be the best shot they have.
I mean, they could go for Rice 2. I mean, Rice 2 is not a bad pick for them, as I think that they were doing decently on Hybrid 1? Was it?
I think it was, yes. Oh, I called it! I called it!
Yeah, RC5, there it is. So we're going to have Team Blue.
Dang!
This is the shortest map. This is kind of a risky one because this is the shortest map. I think Rice 2 would have been the better option since it's more longer. So anything could happen there.
Very scary stuff.
Yeah, this map, features a bunch of, like core jack bursts and stream bursts. It switches up pretty often, and that can make this kind of pick your best friend if you really cave into your, accuracy specialty. However, if you can't keep up with that, then this could be your worst enemy.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we have seen Pin's ratio throughout the map, and it seems like they are going to be a scary opponent. Like, well, when you're on maps like these, but
However,
you never know. Maybe it can happen.
We do see Babil coming in and using the flashlight mod once again, and Pin being swapped out with Gex. And so we just have, a different matchup. Both teams swapped, and getting into the intro, we do see that Babil is actually going to have a large accuracy difference, whereas Pin almost holding that 100% at a 99.5.
Definitely. We do see a 99.9 and a 99.7 coming up here. Babil back with the flashlight, as you have said, is pretty impressive, honestly, seeing as someone can play with flashlight and do their best. But we do see that coming up to the halfway point, there is a roughly 2.5k to almost a 3k score difference. And the shortness of this map really shows that no matter what, your little mistakes can mean so much.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for a lengthy map like this, or a less lengthy map like this, like anything could happen. Like you could miss, and then it would just be over. It would be the nail in the coffin, basically.
Yeah, that's right. With a pick like this. Yeah, with a pick like this, just even getting one great can completely throw you off the rails. However, we do see that Pin is going to have a huge accuracy advantage, getting almost a 8,000 point lead just off of sheer accuracy.
Definitely. And then coming up to the end here, we do see the fact that Pin was able to keep that ratio above Babil throughout the entire map. They were both able to keep good full combos with a 997,000 from Pin, insane sub 100 perfects, which is insanely impressive.
Wow, that's actually crazy. A ratio like that on this type of map is insanity, in my opinion.
Yeah, a sub 100 perfect count is definitely something that is pretty crazy. But however, that is going to be it. VIC-TEAM is going to take the SWIP here. And they're going to proceed in the winner's bracket, whereas the other team is going to be dropped into the loser's bracket. It's not entirely over for them, as they will have to push through that 2 matches every weekend.
Well, that doesn't happen till round of 16. So for the next round, the loser's bracket only gets 1 match, and then moving forward, they get 2 matches until grand finals.
Yep. Yeah. So that pretty much concludes. That pretty much concludes the match. It was really fun. It was pretty fun to watch. We saw the discrepancy between a team that's in seed roughly 50 and a team that's in top 10. And honestly, some of the scores were not even that separated as you would assume. So definitely this tournament is going to be very exciting in the later rounds. I'm quite excited to commentate and play in them. And it was nice commentating. My name is Burgerdog.
All right, yep, that's right. This is going to be NamelessFanatic, Burgerdog, and Aero signing off. Thank you so much for watching the stream, and I look forward to seeing more, both as a player and a commentator. We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.